Alrighty. Let's test out the new campaign start. See how it goes. We're live everywhere. Don't have much time today, so maybe an hour and a half. Hopefully we can get something done in that time. Just got that chat and we should be golden.
In 2108.
Don't we get to select our starting time? Where's that Mason's campaign? Oh, that's Mason's campaign. Ugh.
Commander,
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Changed. Head to the bridge as soon as possible.
So I wasn't the right point. It's career mode. And then we'll just ignore the career. But how do we do that? Because without mods, I think there is no late start. Yeah. There's no late start available with lights, if I see this correctly. Anytime you start any later, you're not starting with light mechs. Call to Arms starts relatively light. Vasselhag already gets you heavies. Dragon's Gambit gets you a Night Star already. Solaris gets you an Atlas. Kerensky gets you all of this stuff. Alright, you know what? Let's do Kerensky. Do new career. And I'll just sell all my mechs. Let's see if we can buy some lighter clan ones. All right. $30.49. Need to get in good with the Coretans. And with the Shiners. Let's travel to Donegal. Oh, Donegal is good. These mechs are a little bit heavy. Let's see, what kind of level do we have here? 12, 13, 2 to 5. 2 to 4, that sounds nice. Am I getting light mechs though? Gibbs maybe? No, I'm not trying to bypass early game grind. I'm trying to actually get to the early game, but in the late stages of the map. But it seems to be basically impossible without. Oh hey, look at that! I remember that bullshark I've never found. I just randomly found it on Gibbs. just want to quickly build this. Almost. There we go. Well, it still doesn't solve my problem though. I still want to find a planet where we can buy light mechs. Maybe over here, New York. Hacker, Asima, Spectre, hello, hello, Remil, Sturgis, hello, hello. Devious, how's it going? It's really hard to find light mechs. Where would I go to find lights? Back here, maybe? Nope, don't care. Not playing Shadow of Kerensky. Just Merkin. Need to go outwards. Ah, here we go. That's a solid looking commando. That should be solid. Oof. This mech has no armor. Better than nothing. What is this zone? 1 to 2, perfect for us. Demolition contract, nope. Why is everything against Steiner? I want a 4 Steiner contract. Difficulty 6 assassination, we should be able to do that, right? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'll do. I'm gonna do something heinous. I will do something heinous.
We're reading heavy weather warnings out there, Commander. Expect limited visibility and sensor malfunctions on this mission.
Told you I'm gonna do something heinous. I don't have much time today, guys. I have maybe like 18 minutes left or so.
Intel is
A
spotty
little bit
on
over
this
an hour.
one. Our best
So it's gonna be a
estimates
quick
put
one.
the target at any one of the marked locations on the map. You'll have to get eyes on the target before we can identify them. Someone wants this one dead, and we're happy to oblige.
It's warm. Did I start over? Yes. Well, not really start over. I just wanted to see how a new start would be in this campaign or in this DLC without playing the DLC. And if you're looking to start at the beginning with light mechs, it's not looking very good. Because you basically have to sell all your existing mechs and then go to the periphery and start fresh. So, of course, mods are gonna fix that. Yet another mech lab is gonna fix that for us, of course, but yeah. Got an ear infection and some new parts for your computer. That sounds like a interesting deal. Oh, we have turrets again. Turrets exist again, I forgot. For the clanners, they don't have turrets and or tanks. That's funny though, right? I don't see that bullshark at all. I start a new campaign, go to a random ass planet in the ass end of nowhere. And boom, bullshark. How are you still alive, dude? The answer is it's an urban mech. What do you think? No, not alive anymore.
Target acquired.
You know what's nice about the bullshark? With all its firepower, it actually goes 55 kph. Didn't even notice that in the beginning. So with a pilot, you could get this to like 60 kph. It's kind of nice.
Commander. Put them down.
Oops. Can't reach that far. We've been a little bit bedazzled. Well, we've been hatchet, man. Alright, so difficulty 6 would have been a problem actually if I used light mechs.
Target destroyed.
Got our target. Nicely done. That bounty is ours. Fahad will bring
Hey,
over
TTB.
the case of Timbiki Dark when you get back to the ship safely.
Oh, they're dropping a dropship behind me. This doesn't really do anything for me, right? Because I'm not getting paid to kill these guys.
New target locust. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
That's not the commandos I built. Or the commando I built, to be precise. Powerful little machine.
Target destroyed.
I forgot how much damage you take in Mechwarrior 5 Mercs compared to clans. Isn't that something that you should have like a medical professional look at? That sounds dangerous, Spectre. Just the damage mitigation, that's true.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
That's a level 6 mission. It's quite a bit of stuff like lurking in a level 6 mission, I would say. Surprising amount of stuff. Oh yeah, the medical professional. Well, as long as you don't poke in the wrong spot. All of that for 600 KC bills, okay. And the locust is one salvage share off. I always forget what Scorched Earth was. But these contracts are a little bit more beefy than you would think. In a 1 to 2 zone. Or 2 to, oh, it's 2 to 4 zone. Okay, never mind then. Black market, what do we get? Ghost rifles. Burst fire heavy rifles. Still hoping we can get our hands on large chem lasers at some point. But I haven't seen chem lasers at all so far.
The nasty weather means your visibility will be limited out there and have adverse effects on your sensors.
Wait, level based? No. You'd only get like those pirate hotspots or whatnot.
Our employer wants us to destroy a local military facility. Be cautious of any live ordnance storage they might have on site. Farhad does not want to spend weeks clearing shrapnel from shredded my-army bundles.
I think my paper doll is the least of my problems right now. Good thing is this mech might be barely fast enough to get out of those, for the most part.
Target acquired.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Look, it's Luke Skywalker's lightsaber.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. Brilliant. Payload acquired.
Hey, LRM5 streams. Yeah. The weapon of champions.
Target acquired.
I love it how they put the artillery in like the last corner of the map. Always.
Target destroyed.
I'm just gonna take a hit here. No? Lucky. Is it dead now or what? Heck, it's still there. No. Not anymore. Alright, at least only one. Emplacement. I don't know about you guys. I never personally felt that the artillery added much. I mean, pressure, annoyance, yes, but... Ugh. Yeah, it's increasing the time of the walking simulator, exactly.
Target acquired.
I mean, if it's a few artillery pieces, not a problem, but if it's like 5 or 6, and they all band together and make this like giant artillery zone in front of you, that's kinda annoying.
Target destroyed.
Oh, it should be the artillery, hopefully.
Target acquired.
Is it? Yeah.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
Battle mechs on approach. You have entered a restricted area. If you do not immediately withdraw, we will use all force necessary to remove you.
Good luck.
Target Panther. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Well, the next major timeline if they make more Mercs DLC. You know, I'm gonna be in the unpopular on the unpopular side of things, but Manticore. I don't necessarily want more Mercs DLC. I want the Clans DLC because the Mercs DLC is more mass than quality.
They're operating at reduced efficiency. Keep
That makes
on
any
smashing.
sense. Oh, this broke down or what? Really? Might be new. Like the missions that we had in this DLC were something that I would say was not impressive at all. After the cool stuff we got for Clans and Ghost Bear Flashstorm.
Integrity of this place is down to 50%. We're halfway there.
People really dislike clans, they want mercs. Yeah, but that's okay, they can have their own opinion. I have my own opinion. I don't change, I don't build my opinion based on what the majority or the loud majority of people say. I base my opinion on my own opinion.
Area is on its last legs, Commander. Just one final push, and then we can all go home.
Make up my own mind. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there and content creators out there and streamers out there that will always take the popular position because it's easy, but
That's it, Commander. You completely destroyed this area.
the clans stuff has been objectively higher quality than what we're getting in Mercs. And if they can't do the same quality or similar quality than what we got in clans for Mercs DLCs, then I would rather see clans DLCs. That's my position.
Package acquired.
Like I said, I'm happy that we got another DLC for Mercs. I won't be unhappy if we get another one. But this DLC had a lot of content, but on the quality side it was not as strong. Like the single player, the missions were not as strong. It really gets, the missions really get carried by the video sequences. If the video sequences weren't there, this whole campaign would have been call to arms level almost. Like really, like not very good. Yep, that's what I said. I wish that we had. I wish they would take the opportunity to think about taking Mercs sandbox into clans, and then having you basically play from the clan side, bidding for planets and whatnot, doing Desgra actions. Nah, Clans is not a 10 to 20 hour game. Clans is 30 hours a playthrough. But yeah, I mean the argument stands. Clans is not a sandbox game. So yes, that's what I said from the get-go. Clans would not have the same replayability as where did we get this thing? Cool. Clans does not have the same replayability. For sure. That was my original point about clans. Clans is really cool, it just doesn't have the replayability factor. Well, not replayability, because you're not replaying it as much as you're playing something, a new variation of things, right?
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensor
Still pissed about the paid DLC. Wasn't the paid DLC refunded for everybody?
Intel is spotty on this one. Our best estimates put the target at any one of the marked locations on the map. You'll have to get eyes on the target before we can identify them.
Okay.
Someone wants this one dead, and we're
So
happy to
toxic.
oblige.
I mean, again, was it great? Not necessarily. Was it a complete scam? Also not. People knew what they were getting, and PGI just tried to make a quick buck because their numbers were looking really, really poor, right?
I'm not seeing
Like
our
if you know the
target's
background,
dislocation.
you can understand and
Way to the next
appreciate
nav point.
why they
We
did
might
it.
have more luck there.
Doesn't make it better or worse, but you can at least understand they did that because things were not looking so good.
Target destroyed.
So it's understandable.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
I like to take a balanced approach here. I do not like the view that some people were propagating where they're going like, oh yeah, this should have all been free. Well, by that logic, all game development should be free and you're not paying for the games. Which means developers don't get the salaries, which means no games are getting made. Like, stuff X should be free is a very easy popular stance you can hold, but it's I would say not a stance that actually holds up to scrutiny.
Target destroyed.
I mean, and you can debate if like elements should be free or not, right? But if there's a DLC that adds new stuff,
Heat critical.
you gotta pay or you gotta pass.
Target acquired.
That's how this stuff self-regulates, right?
Commander, approach the hidden object to pick it up.
Oh, I'm already orange side torso from a bunch of little pepegas.
New target urban mech.
That's insane.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, also add some free stuff every DLC. Yeah.
Excellent find, Commander. Beginning recovery now. I'm showing nothing on scopes that can be identified as our targets. We'll have to move on to the next nav point.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. This is the argument I do not allow. What should have been added, included in the release? What should have been added in the release? That is such a sketchy argument. Because what should have been included in the release is what you think should have been included in the release. I don't think that other people share that sentiment as easily. Because here's the thing. I think clans, as far as like playtime is concerned, looking at other titles out there, clans was a phenomenal deal. With a little bit of replaying or playing the other path out, you're looking at between 30 to 60 hours for clans, and for that, compared to other games, especially AAA games that have like a 10-hour playtime or whatnot, or even less than that, hello Call of Duty, that was a phenomenal value. So I will defend clans and its value, even with the launch packet, against anything. Like, it was an amazing value in terms of game for money, or game time for money.
All units, weapons free.
I'll let him hit properly.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Ah! All of a sudden, axe murderer behind me.
Target hatchet man.
Target Alpha has been neutralized.
Acquired.
Now let's get you all home. Head to the evac point.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Like, you could make an argument and say maybe it could have been included in the release. Yes, of course. Again, lots of things could have been included in the release, and if you take that argument ad absurdum, the whole game, including all DLCs, could have been included in the release, right? So, gotta be careful with that a little bit. But whether it should have been included in the release or not, I mean, it was a pretty fleshed out game that had everything it needed, so I would disagree there. Also, there's a light back in my ass.
Target destroyed.
Gans becomes a miserable slog about 50% into the game. I disagree. I enjoyed clans start to finish. Especially with the freedom that I had for building mechs. No, I still disagree, Material. Like I still disagree. I don't think they should have been part of the main game. I could see an argument being made as like, hey, if they had that game mode beforehand, should that have been part of the main game? The multiplayer game mode? I could see that argument. I don't know if they had that beforehand though. I think they just hastily clubbered that together, like I said. They hastily clubbered that stuff together because they needed something to increase their sales numbers for the end of the quarter, because things were looking dire. And in the next quarter, people were getting let go. So that was, I think, there was a hasty kind of like a panic decision. They're trying to salvage what they could to try and keep the team alive, and it backfired. Some of it for the right reasons, some of it for the wrong reasons. Defense contract, let's go. Yeah, Logorans, that's actually that's an interesting point you made. Here's the thing. Like, what most naive gamer minds cannot fathom is that companies don't only make games, they also plan a whole release strategy around that game, and that includes downloadable content, and that means that some teams might be working on some stuff that's actually ready before the game releases. Does that mean that they have to include that in the game's release? I would say no. I would say no. As long as the core functionality is there, if they're adding something valuable to it, that can be a DLC, and that DLC can exist before the game's finished or as the game is released. Just because it exists at the point of the release of the game doesn't entitle you to have it. Like, what they're selling you is a package, and that doesn't. If they have another addendum to that package somewhere else at that point in time already, it's called upselling. Happens all the time. So as long as it's not core stuff that's being held back, as long as if it's a true add-on, right? That's what DLC is supposed to be, an add-on. Then I'm fine with that stuff existing before the game even launches, in parts or in full. That's just part of a smart release strategy. That's fine. But yes, that opened Pandora's box, of course. For people to complain about stuff.
The weather's really kicking up, Commander. Your visibility will be limited out there.
But I have forgotten the timeline flow is not always linear. These companies have different teams working on different things. Like, I can guarantee you that not all of PGI worked on this. I can guarantee you that this DLC, if I had to guess, this DLC had a couple of developers on it from PGI, but not all of them. No, probably not even half. Like, if I look at the mission design of Shadow of Kerensky, the same guys that were doing the clans missions were not doing the Shadow of Kerensky missions. No way. There's such a steep contrast in quality of those missions. This can't be the same people. Also, some stuff maybe doesn't work as intended, or it ends up superfluous. Good point, Asima, about Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 has had some stuff that was cut, and people are still complaining about it being cut, because they feel like they're missing out, right? Yeah. Which is understand. I mean, I can understand it on one part, but on the other side of things, you as the developer, you as a publisher, you settle for a thing and you say, this package right here, that's our game, and anything out of that is gonna be downloadable content, and that's it. And that's fine. As long as people know, as long as people clearly know what they're buying beforehand, it's fine.
We're at target location, and not a moment too soon.
Now that they have the metro option in the game, nobody uses it. I mean, you use fast travel in Cyberpunk, right? And Spectre is the Norwegian milk chocolate with salted peanuts and pistachio ice cream. Damn. They hid it behind a paywall. Again, if they're making something new that was not part of the base game, of course they're selling it. That's called business. Like, we don't, thankfully we don't live in socialism or communism where you just take stuff and don't pay for it. You're not the only one to say it? Yeah, I know, a lot of people had that point of view. And I argued against that from the get-go. Like I say, it's the popular point of view. It's like, hey, they want to sell us some additional stuff. That should have been part of the base game. Everybody should have access to that. Would it have been an amazing DLC? Absolutely not. It was just a mech pack, and not a cheap one at that. It was a in hindsight too highly priced mech pack with a game mode on top that could have been cool, but ended up being a little bit bug ridden, and ultimately nobody's playing it as far as I know, which is sad. But as long as it's not, if it's new content made for the game, then of course, yes, you should have to pay for it. Absolutely. The developers are doing some work that you, then they need to get paid, right?
Fuel reserves have gone up in smoke.
I wonder if they're gonna hit the bloody warehouse.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Again, let me be clear. That first DLC for clans, like I said, expensive mech pack would have been on par, I think, with everything that we know now. Would have been quality-wise on par with Call to Arms, which I regard as the weakest DLC for Mechwarrior 5 Mercs. Would have been on par with that. Maybe even worse. But it would have still been a DLC, and there's always an option to not purchase the DLC, right? Or acquire it when it's lower priced later on. I don't know. Like I said, the whole it should have been included from the get-go argument is something that gets me.
Additional bogies setting an intercept course on your
That really rubs me the wrong way. Because I'm thinking about people, I'm thinking about the work they put in. The game's done, all the crunch they put in, the game's done, and then they create something new, and people go ahead and be like, yeah, this should have been part of the base. We should not have to pay for that. I don't know. I don't support that stance. I support the stance of, hey, I'm not going to pay for that because I'm not going to buy that because I don't think it's good. That's a different story. But I do not support a, hey, you made an update to the game, we should get that for free. As long as it's not bug fixing of the original game, if they're adding stuff, I'm perfectly fine with that stuff actually having to be paid for. That's how these companies make money. And PGI is already freaking nice by not requiring everybody to have a DLC to be able to play the multiplayer, right? That's actually unheard of.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Like, I will criticize PGI to hell and back for stuff that I think is fair, but I will also defend them for stuff where I think this is where they're not 100% fairly treated, even though they're not 100% in the clear either, right? Trying to balance it a little bit. I'm trying to get my reputation up with the friends at Haus Steiner. Unfortunately, looks like there are no more. Ah, it's a demolition. I don't want to do demolition. I hate demolition. It's so boring. No plans for trips to the US for another 3.5 years due to the carrot you have over there? Well, it could be worse. It could be Kamala Shakti Day! that would have been the ad for the Republican Party. Like that weird ass dude with his turban ripping out hearts with the face of Kamala Harris. I don't know, that would have... I'm weird. Would have been fun. You'd like to go to Romania, Nosfertus, to visit Vlad's castle? Oh. Uh-oh. Uncle Vladdy. Oh, that's the Federated Commonwealth. That's why I was like, why this logo was throwing me off. Of course, it's the Starburst of the Steinerfist. That's the FedCom. Of course. Which is this part of the inner sphere and this part of the inner sphere. Yeah, the FedCom kind of thing is kind of nice, right? That was a cool time. Half the inner sphere together. Federated Commonwealth. Oh, Warzone. Let's go. You like the beginning of the campaign, playing with lights and mediums? Yeah. That's why I'm looking forward to being able to start with a low tier Merc outfit
heavy weather warning.
at the later dates, and then work your way up. That's what I wanted to do, but you can't really do that with the parameters of PGI sets, so you have to mod it.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Now you just gotta be clear on what the games are trying to do, right? Mercs is a sandbox, and Clans is the story game. I would prefer if they were able to move the story game of Clans and the quality of Clans in the Mercs sandbox. That would be amazing. If they somehow can unite that. Maybe for a Mechwarrior 6 Mercs. Maybe then. That would be really cool. Like I said, I could also see a clans DLC that adds a sandbox where you're playing as the clans and you're invading the inner sphere, but you also would be fighting again amongst other clans. You would do trials of positions for planets and for mechs and whatnot. There's enough lore there to support that, and they could make these game systems, I think. It's just the question is, are they going to do it? Will they be able to do it, and are they going to do it? Oops. Wasn't me, it was somebody else. Oops. Smart.
New target, Locust.
Commander, you've got the Opspor's attention. They are converging on your position. Brace for
Uh-oh,
hostile
converging.
contact.
Bondsman system, also that. We'll have to see what the plans are. Like I said, I'm not gonna be mad about more Mercs, another Mercs DLC or whatnot, but the thing is, Mercs has such, compared to clans, Mercs has such dated design, and especially the clans made AI feels like dog shit. Sorry, and there's like, again, I don't know why this is the case, but the mission design for the Shadow of Kerensky missions, aside from the amazing video sequences, was decidedly mediocre. Not on the same level as any of the clans or Ghost Bear Flashstorm missions, right? So I wonder if that was even the same people doing it, or if that campaign was only thrown on top so that we have a campaign, you know?
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Enemy forces continuing to converge on
Because
your location.
if that was the same people doing it, I would think, what happened? Did you forget everything good you learned in the past couple of years? I don't think so. I think there was a different team working on it. Wouldn't be the first time the fandom doesn't realize a good thing until it's over.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
On the other side of things, I mean, it is just a free market, so if people want their sandbox, they're gonna vote with their wallets, right? That's okay. That's okay. I do not dispute that. I'm just saying, objectively, Clans is the better game on so many levels. Only thing that Clans doesn't have is the sandbox. In every other aspect, I would say Clans wins. Or at least is comparable. Bring back the old Rihanna.
My scope is lighting up with more targets converging on your position, Commander. Stay frosty.
Yeah. I mean, as a content creator, I'm also on the receiving end of some of the weirder things that PGI sometimes does, as far as marketing or communication is concerned.
Target destroyed. Target
I'm
acquired.
trying not to let that flow into my feedback / evaluation of the
New
games.
Target Panther.
She just destroy Forstin, we're on a snow map. Well, let's just say her ass is gonna hurt tonight. And leave it at that. Because we're gonna put it through a vigorous training regimen.
Target acquired.
Gotta have everybody on the Merc outfit fit and ready for duty.
That's all the kills we need, Commander. Stay as long as you like, but pickup is available at the extraction site when you're ready.
Alright. Are we getting picked up in Timbuktu? No, semi-Timbuktu. Farad didn't age? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the Farad character. He always pissed me off. The guys who made a new World MMO in the Rings of Power make a new Lord of the Rings MMO? Well, yet another game I don't have to play. It's perfect. Saves me time to spend on more games I enjoy.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Isn't that beautiful?
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Victory is ours, Commander. Prepare for evac.
Ah, maybe I have another half hour left. Gotta go fast! Yeah, I was really hoping we could like try and farm up with this, like do a fresh start with this DLC. But the thing is, if you want to do a fresh start, you actually have to do a low tech start. If you want to start with like a low end Merc unit, you have to do one of the early starts in 2015. So your chance of getting your hands at the good stuff is very low. Speedrunning from 2020? What does it say, like... What is the planet called? Tripur. Oh, Bowie Electronics? Ah, it's in a sphere quest, I see. That makes sense. And the problem is if you do like I would have loved to do a start in the later time so that you can actually use the clan tech when you're playing your light mechs, but that's not gonna be a thing, unfortunately. So that's kind of wasted a little bit.
The weather's really kicking up, Commander. Your visibility will be limited out there.
Start run from the beginning, the campaign, just to see how things have changed. How did they change?
Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
And I guess if you had clans and clan tech in those missions though,
Our employer wants
it would
to
kind of be
destroy
OP,
enemy
right?
assets and raid for supplies.
Because if you had clan tech in lights, unless you're going up against other clans, clan tech just destroys in a sphere tech, right? This is my bully shark. Destroy the uplinks, warehouses, and silos. Ah! We're going for the bloody warehouse.
Target destroyed.
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up.
Ah.
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation. Brilliant. Payload acquired.
Target destroyed.
This is the thing of a
Target acquired.
this has the firepower of a crazed out hunchback with some extra mediums and large pulses thrown in for good measure.
Target destroyed.
Oh no. Oh, okay. No buying non-hero mechs or no bullsharks. Yeah. If you don't go, here's the thing: if you don't go salvage only, we have determined that a long time ago. If you don't go salvage only, it's way too easy to progress. Is this destroyed now?
Good work, Commander. That's one less target.
Commander to all units. Unidentified battle mechs on the field. Take them out.
Target destroyed.
And the Atlas 2 and MWO would be interesting if it had like ERPPC heat skill limit +1, Gauss triple ER peeps, or maybe +4 actually. Gauss for ERPPC, maybe. But yeah, like the problem is always in this game, in Mercs, the progression is too fast.
Objective down.
If
All objectives destroyed.
you can buy
We're
stuff,
inbound
your
on marked
progression is
feedback
way
point.
too fast.
Get here as quickly
Like you
as
can literally save up a
Commander.
little bit of money, instantly jump to assault max, and then nothing is a challenge, right? Yam is now updated. Alright.
If you find the acquisition, just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
Does this also include like the mech stuff, or is it just yet another mech lab? Because it's like yet another mech pack, yet another mech pack clans and whatnot. These are probably not gonna be compatible, I guess.
Package acquired.
New target Jenner.
We've got fresh meat inbound.
Yeah, have some of that meat.
Target destroyed.
She couldn't handle the meat. She could not handle the meat.
Happy you made it out of there alive, Commander. Stand by for pickup.
Okay. Hey, Coyote's mission pack and mission overhaul has also been updated. And there it is, yet another mech lab. And yet another weapon clan is also updated, but how will that now eh? Ah, it adds more weapons, of course. And you also need Bobot's mod options later on. Huh. I'm gotta go ahead. Quickly download this. What we have. Download that. And that. Oh, yet another mech that takes a couple of minutes to download. I did not know that. That's an oopsie. Well, I think it's time to play some GeoGuessr until it's downloaded. Meanwhile, I can get my folders ready. Mod options is ready. There's just another weapon clan. You guys don't see anything, haha. Okay. 4 minutes left. Well then. Quick round of GeoGuessr. Should I battle someone in a multiplayer duel? Let's do a multiplayer duel. Basically, who guesses closer wins. Guy from Brazil. All right. Huh. Okay. Must be somewhere in Europe, but where? It's an air. Bus. This looks like Denmark, maybe? But where in Denmark? Stockholm? I wouldn't be Stockholm though, right? Denmark or Sweden based on the science? Er du senior? Are you a senior? Solarium. There's no timer on this? Sweden? And there's a bus there. Stora Essingen. What? So you think Stockholm, Sweden? Alright, let's see. Germany? Are you nuts? The people just don't know languages. They think that that's German. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Kusta Centrum. This looks like also somewhere north. Yeah, Holly. This looks Finnish to me. This looks Finnish to me, right? Finland? But where in Finland? That's the question. Because Finland's big. I'll say Helsinki. Stockholm? Nah, you're not in Stockholm, my friend. Oh, you gotta know languages. Like, if you know languages a little bit, then you have a high advantage in this game. Okay, we're in Africa or somewhere else. Holy shiznit. I'm thinking Africa based on the hats. Definitely Africa. Yemen maybe or something? Oh. Internet cafe. Okay, you wanna click somewhere? Namibia or Yemen? I'll click down here, let's see. South Africa? Not in South Africa, man. Too many dark-skinned people for South Africa. It was Nigeria. Okay. I want to say India. This looks Indian. Or Pakistan, maybe, but Pakistan has a different writing system, right? What is that? No, that's not Israel? Nah. Is that Israel? You are right, actually, that's not Indian. Where would we be though? Okay, well, you've got something here. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we're in Israel. So I'm gonna say somewhere by Jerusalem. How's Africa's signboard game? Atrocious. Cambodia! He just pwned himself. Patch! Rip. He just pwned himself. Oh dear. Poor man. Poor man just got pwned. I flawless victoried him. Okay, yet another mech lab is done. Extract. Aroni. Okay. Almost extracted. Here we go. Clean headshot to that guy. I did one game off stream to see how versus works with other players, and it was the same. Like, if you GeoGuessr is an amazing fun game, but you gotta know your basic languages and the basic bit of culture, or you're gonna get fudged. Mods. Mod options. Get another mech lab. Boom, boom, boom. Hang on. I don't need this one. Jump ship removal. Don't need that. Alright, let's see how the game looks like with YAML. Do you need to get the add-ons? I don't think you need to get the DLCs. I think you can play, but you will have to get the mods. I think everybody needs to have the mods. That's why I'm gonna make a mod list. Might be unstable. Oh yeah, YAML is here. Holy. Season has a changelog in here. Where was the changelog where they added like a couple of stuff? Like I think like yet another mech lab I remember added something because I requested it. I just don't remember what it was. I'm gonna load. Delete that. Gonna load that. And see how that would look like with yet another mech lab. Oh. Enable YAML upgrades. That restricts items, including having mech-based limited light mix upgrade. Okay, this is something that we would have to do earlier. YAML upgrades only cost C-bills, no points. Enforce mech destruction is an interesting rule. Enable mech lab permission levels. Based on faction standing and merc level and planetary system industrial rating. Death chance on headshot. If you get headshot, insta give headshot. Nah, death chance on headshot, I don't know, 20%, whatever. Death chance on cord, I would put at 5%. And death chance on legged, 0%. Or 1%, whatever. Partial mech salvage. Mech salvage will be of specific variants. We can only be built to build this variant. Yep. Partial mech salvage is good. Item salvage chance. When cored, when headshot, and when legged. There's so many settings to go through. Like, I feel like you have to spend like half an hour just to determine the settings beforehand. B2 is best. Allow complete mech salvage. You can both allow complete mech salvage. So I don't understand what's the difference between those. This allows you to assemble mechs from different variants. Like I remember when you have like I don't know, 2 Bullshark 1s and 1 Bullshark 2, you could put that together to build a Bullshark 1. Yeah. Weapon upgrading, this is something I was asking PGI to do forever. Yet another mech lab has it, where you can upgrade your weapons. You can also disable the mech market. Only spawn clan tech in black markets. Interesting. Cheat. All units available from the year 1999. Perpetual items. Time travel multiplier. Keep loadout in cold storage. Alright. First run detected! This could take a while. Lots of changes. Oof. I have maybe like 5 more minutes left here. Let's check one of these mechs. Let's check this executioner. Okay. Double heat sinks. Armor and structure that you can change now. Engine heat sinks, gyros. Standard engine core. Could have like what? How do you equip that? XL engine. Oh, this is already an XL engine, right? That's a little weird. Gladiator Bravo quirk, distracting. This mech has a fearsome reputation and no appearance and can affect enemy competence. 5% chance to completely avoid incoming fire. But also poor performance. Less top speed turn and acceleration. Look at the oh, you guys can't see that. Look at all this data. Optimal range, max range, projectile speed, a graph on how the damage develops for the weapon and whatnot. Like, again, why can't we have that in the base game? Why does it need mods to get something like that, right? Let's have a look at our dire wolf. Are these still Omni slots? No, this has more hard points now. Or the same amount of hard points, I can't even tell. Large Omni slot. Okay. So the it's Omni slots, not Omnipods. Okay, okay. That makes sense. Alright. So we're rocking YAML, and YAML is working, that's great. Let's see if it also runs on the base game, on the instant action. New players would see this and get overwhelmed. I disagree. If you slowly but surely get them used to it with a proper set of tutorials, with a couple of missions, they won't get overwhelmed. Like, I refuse to subscribe to the idea that we have to make the games for the stupidest people out there. I know that modern game design is kinda aiming to make games for the stupidest motherfuckers out there, in order to be accessible to everybody, but I think as long as it's easy to get in, but then also then get deep. Great example would be Clear Obscure, for example. You don't have to cater to the stupid audience. You just have to make a great game. People will appreciate the complexity. Especially if you design it in a way that they don't have to use that complexity. So we're stripping the mech. Let's see how this would look like. Oh, we get all the stuff. Not enough. Not enough free slots? What do you mean? Clan Furrow? Why can't I? What am I doing wrong? Clan Endo? No? Why can't I change that stuff? Anybody know that? Can also not acquire equipped stealth armor. Fixed engine? Ah, because it's a fixed engine, okay. But really? The Direwolf doesn't have standard armor and standard structure, it has endo steel, right? Let's see, can I change the engine core? Nope. Oh, you can't remove it, it's fixed. Okay. This stuff is fixed then. Let's have an Omni Gyro on there. But we can't throw an active probe on there now. Or a black market probe. Or a C3 command unit. Or Clan ECM. 2 different versions of ECM. Ballistic control systems, energy control systems, 10% less duration, and better PPC stuff. Nice. Improved sensors. Big ass TCs. Void signature system. What the hell? Ah, thermal stealth. Okay. Triple strength Meyermer. Isn't this also where we can add extra armor? How would you add extra armor? Wasn't that in here? We could add extra armor pods, right? What was it? What was that? Am I looking at the wrong spot? Miscellaneous? There was a way to add extra armor onto mechs, I just don't remember where it was. Modular armor? It's not available, I can't find it right now. Might be in the sphere only. That's gonna suck if that's the case. Because it means you can't upgrade your clan mechs to be strong enough. That sucks. And will basically be the same mech. Game mech Omni mechs do not have fixed internals for mod options. Okay, I see. That's good to know. Alrighty guys, so we'll have to look at the mod options a little bit more, but it's good to know yet another mech lab is here again, so if you guys looking to start your next playthrough, like I said, also the some other mods have been updated as well, like the extra mission difficulty one is also running right now, so maybe have a look at that. But for me, unfortunately, that is it for today. Short stream, I know. We'll be back on Wednesday with a little bit of a longer stream. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Hope you had some fun. I will see all of you again on Wednesday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.